Alright, hey there YouTube, here working on the Comanche this morning, afternoon, I don't know what time it is. Came out here, was working on it because I had issues with it intermittently shutting down while driving, and I instantly came to the conclusion that it was this connector here for the crankshaft position sensor. And so what I did is I ran some little brushes down inside to clean it up, and then I came inside of it, and on each edge there's a little tab. I don't know if you can see that wiggling around down inside. There's tabs in there, and so you want to bend them all. This is a 91, by the way. This is why it has this old style. This whole thing is rubber. Okay, let's see. Let's try to get it all bent in. I don't think there's another. Oh yeah, there's one on each side. I think. Can't tell right now. But I'm sorry you can't see it. I'm trying to figure it out. So you bend them little tabs. You can't see them. Well, you bend them down towards the middle as best as you can. And yeah, there looks like there's more than one. So there's like two of them, and it seems like down inside of there. And then you just connect it. And I put some dielectric grease down there too. Let's see if I can get it. And so that's what I would do. So I'd just pull over to the side of the road, hop out real quick. Super annoying. But I would, that's what I would do. So just disconnect it and reconnect it. Let me sit you down right here real quick while I connect that. Even with two cams, I could barely do it. Anyway, so that's what I would do. And it would start up and continue on. So I came out here today, started messing with it. I stripped all this nasty cloth. It's almost like duct tape. Bull crap. It probably is duct tape of some sort. And peeled it all off, and then kind of sprayed down the wires a little bit with some electrical cleaner, connector cleaner, just to kind of get some of the grease and residue off of it. And so I would pull on this and it would shut down. And so I tried to separate all four of these wiring connector harnesses apart, so I could fool around with just this one. But I would pull on it, and sometimes it would shut down, sometimes it wasn't. So I started playing with all these other connectors, and I came up here to the throttle position sensor, and on this last wire right here was giving me issues. I would wiggle it around and it would die. So I figured that was my problem. And so what I had to do, I'm not going to do it right now, but you look on there, I had to come on, focus, right there where my thumb is, right there where my thumb is, there's two little holes. What you want to do is you Let's see if I can prop it. You come in with your pick, and then you just stick it in there to one of them holes that I was pointing at, and you pry this little red piece out. Then you come along to the back side, and you pop that gray rubber piece out, and that's a pain in the butt to get back in there, by the way. You gotta make sure you have your wires all straight. And once you do that, let's see, I don't want to lose that piece though. Let me set you down again. Maybe right there. So you put it in there. Put my thumb out here so I can catch it if it tries to fall. And it did. And let me go down there and get it. But you just pry on that and it'll pop it out. And then you can see these 3 wires. Let me get that real quick. Thank goodness it didn't go far. So then you look up in there, if it'll focus, but you'll notice, hopefully you can see, you see there's the connectors, 3 of them, right down in here. I'm trying to, there's like a little tab right there where the end of the pick is. That thing moving around as I push the pick in and out. That thing holds them connectors in, and so you like push it down with your pick or a small screwdriver, I guess, flat blade, and you hold it down and then you pull the wires out through the back side. And then what I did is I took them out, and then I took a pair of needle nose, and I kind of just lightly squeezed around the edge of this, like on each side, had the pliers, and I just kind of squeezed down mainly wherever there's like the opening for it, and I kind of tightened it up on all 3 of these. And I even, like, there was a part of the connector towards the back around in here somewhere that was kind of loose, so I kind of squeezed in places to get it to tighten around the wire, and then to where the wire would wiggle around before, and now it doesn't. So then once you get that done, you just pop them all the way back up in there till they clip into those little clips, and you take your red piece and then you put it in there, and it'll snap right back in there. And then I put some dielectric grease down inside, and then ran my pick around in there, you know, in each one, just kind of wiggling it around, just try and cover all the sides so that when I snap it together, and it was tight. I think it still is tight. Yeah, it's still tight. And you put it back on. So now when I start it up and I wiggle those wires, nothing happens. So I'm getting this thing ready so I can start driving it. I need to go out to the wrecking yard and pull an actual throttle cable for one. This whole thing is stupid. The kid who did this was dumb. Yeah, it was some teenage kid or something that owned this truck before and cut a lot of corners on a lot of stuff, you know. And then I got it, and then I wrecked it, and then fixed it. So I don't know what that says about me, but this engine here too runs good and everything. It's only supposed to have it's not supposed to have very many miles on it. But we'll see. I'll run it till it's dead, and I guess, or sell it. One thing it's missing, I think this was out of a Wrangler or something, or an older vehicle, because I can't remember which corner. I can't remember if it's that back corner there, or back corner over here on that side where there's like supposed to be a sensor for temp or something. Well, it doesn't have one, so my makeshift answer to that was to put that brass T-fitting in with the sensor, and then I have to use this alligator clip to figure out a way to ground it so I have temp. But I guess I was looking at a schematic or a picture or whatever you want to call it, that on some of these engines down alongside the block there's a plug that you can pull out, and a sensor is supposed to go down there. Either has a sensor or it has a plug, so I'm gonna look down there one of these times and try to figure that out and then repair that job that I did on that hose, and then start getting this thing back together, because I don't know if I'm gonna keep it or if I'm gonna sell it. Honestly, like, tell me what you think down below, I guess. Because I'm looking at getting a Toyota Tacoma 1st gen. Hopefully, fingers crossed, everything will go through right, and I can get it. I've even actually come to the thought of selling that Jeep, putting all the stuff under the white Jeep under it and then selling it. But we'll see, because I'm keeping the gold Jeep. Definitely keeping that one. I've set it up the way I want it. For the most part, there's still some things I want to do, but that's what I want to do. And then, so now I'm just rambling, but so yeah, so getting back to this, yeah, check your wires if you're having the same issue. You know, wiggle them, you know, grab them, pull on them, you know, strip them down. I'll get a little bit of electrical tape and kind of tape up some of these individual harnesses, you know, to each connector, and then run some of that oh, whatever you call it, the corrugated plastic stuff around each one. And then yeah, I'll start driving this thing around here shortly. But yeah, so check your wires. I got an issue with the starter. It's grinding, so I either need to go get a new starter or just deal with it, because I've tried adjusting it, shimming it, and all that stuff. It ain't working. But alright, well, just thought I'd throw this video out there. You know, check your wires, because I was assuming that it was going to be back up in here where all the injectors junction up together like it was on the gold Jeep, but that wasn't the case. It just ended up being this wire was short out and caused it to die. So I'll be driving this thing around and then debating on whether I'm going to sell it and fixing it as I go. So alright, until next time, y'all take care now.